Slavers don't even bother with Northreach now that all the highborn have fled south.
Get me back on my feet. Tear those bastards' heads off.
Be still, you damned fool. Unless you want to bleed to death.
Cole. Just about. Sid, if you don't...
Doris sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The Hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you've...
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the I want to help them, Sid. But
You made the right decision.
The goblin...
You have duties to attend to here.
All right. And please, hurry.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you.
Don't thank me, They're trying to get into the carriage. Who are you? A friend. Why didn't you flee with the others?
Why should we run?
Perhaps. Freedom, safety.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't...
This man risked his life to save yours.
Fine.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid.
Thank you.
The
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Cid, welcome. If I just waited, or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the others got home safe.
No, I was lucky. What kind of leader? I should have urged greater caution.
We swore this.
It's good to see you safe and well.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. No one without Sever joins our ranks.
We all know how much brave.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Thank you for your faith in me. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death, but I'm a Cursebreaker.
We will.
Clive.
Talia.
Recovering.
Of course. Take good care of her.
I'll do my... Oh, Gav was looking for you.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He must have found...
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Talia's remedies. But she insists I rest. Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with... I'm afraid of what happens.
You don't need me to answer that. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as he... And we must lift. The operation may be dangerous.
I know. But griping about my...
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that he's doing is the prep... Something I can't do with the infirm...
Just tell me what...
No one knows Herblord like Talia. And fortunately for you, I do.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
This one. Torgal! Get him! Go, Torgal! This one! This one! This one! Stay down!
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
The Litlans have been up to their old tricks again.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes.
You'll do fine.
Thank you. I'm sorry. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of one ill-conceived incision. And even success means tremendous pain. I became a Visitor to help people.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb. And yet we never won for volunteer.
Conviction?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us... I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife.
It's natural for a patient. Thank you for help.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Haven't you heard? Big's
Jill looked white as a sheet when you brought her.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, And years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own. His latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely. We have myriad sightings of strange... If only we knew for certain.
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together...
What?
Word, that...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dhalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dhalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Lid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Cid, of course.
Of course. Our new leader's no better at resisting her wheedling than the old one was.
The Litlins have been up to their old...
It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the...
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. 2,000! And I'm afraid...
A fleet sailing south past Port...
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still...
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmek, come here and I'll show... It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield. To the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if they believed or were
You have your answer. To find it may well have gone cold by now. But as they say in the...
allow me to... as luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
And how may I assist you today? One would think... Lord Byron Rossfield. I heard tell. Why? We met under curious circumstances. Naturally. Still. What is it that you wish to learn? Here's the latest information I have. Very good.
help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
How are you doing? Here you go. Think you can help?
Otto.
You're not going in there.
Don't worry. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only we've heard nothing from her since he died.
Thanks.
So, what about your uncle? I mean...
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto,
you can count.
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold.
My uncle isn't easily refused.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquois noble was willing to pay...
But, I mean, is it...
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me.
Well, now that we got a few, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles?
Here, leave some for the... If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our lot.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend all at once.
I'm fine, Clive, really. I just need some rest.
Jill's staying here, and that's that. I should have never let her go with you to Rosalith.
The Litlins have been up to their old tricks again.
Who's this blue blood?
Tone says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know.
My knowledge is yours. From the moment of her very first... And so... As to why she has stayed away, look around you. Still, why? Did you know that once there, until it was taken away, I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you. What subject shall we consider today?
All right, Uncle.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
This one. Get him. Over here. This one. Get him. Go for it. Get him! Get him! This one! Get him! Go to him!
Let's go.
All right.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
You let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn Buster sat in the sand.
Get him! Over here! This one! Get him! Over here! This one! Get him! You're finished! Attack! It's over! Go to him! Attack! Go to him! This one. There's more! Get him! Attack! This one! Go for it! Go for it! Over here!
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Friends of friends, I'd wager. Not that they look very friendly.
So, Lord Cook has finally made his mind.
There she is. Good old Calamel Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. A drink before we press on?
Over here! Go for it! Go for it!
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead Skim, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly. Thank you.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
for your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
They said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any...
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil. But how will we find her?
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most... I'll wager this Rosina
That would certainly help to...
And that's exactly...
Looks like we won't be getting back to Dred's Ferry anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. Bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can... Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the... We're seeking to expand our business in the region.
Well, we're best known for our bar...
Thank you. Oh,
No.
well...
What do you want? Can't you see I'm big?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Ruth...
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the rich...
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find her find us. The owner's only a young sprig.
The Briar's Kiss who's...
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yes, a long-standing pillar.
Then you should ask. He's been here for years. Knows the place, try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank... Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furta knows.
Wait, incense! What's wax candles?
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina
And what?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it. Get him! Over here! Attack! Get him! This one! Get him! Second! Get him!
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furta?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Needed to a silken soft.
Finger sniff, good sir.
The finest
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil. Do you have a moment?
Depend.
Just a question. Dalimil.
Well, we're a stone's throw. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the ship, the men on the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so?
A deposit?
The juiciest meat from Greens. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men. Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis. No, just leave, will you? Do you think they'll be back soon? Tell me the new dress.
Why is the tavern shut?
Excuse me.
You've heard?
I've heard.
Damn, pilfering the crystals that were meant. Us common folk have hardly had a shot, and it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
My carpets have dried up.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste. What was all that crashing?
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you called
I'm looking for my pal.
the gentleman who was with you?
Thank you.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can, but not...
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot... And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I had no luck, of course, but my uncharacteristic They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort.
So the pearl...
I thought they'd ask for more. A small price to pay, but enough about my little act.
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard, I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the trouble.
Ha! That preening... It just goes to show one should never underestimate... I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support. If things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It would
The
make
most
us.
fragrant herbs.
Lightly and dark. Fresh from the...
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
If they pay anything like last time, you'll be able to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Lights and buds!
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
The gate is closed by order of... Lord Kupka. Any attempt to gain passage to trade...
How's a trader expected to make a living if they close the roads without so much as a...
Silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a
The
flower.
finest fabrics, fresh from the...
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Get him! This one! Sick him! Get him! This one! Go for it! Sick him! Not over yet, Uncle! I'm just getting warmed up! Go for it!
Well, how'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was... Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade...
This was the trouble you spoke of. Well...
Indeed, the people of Dalamil had scarcely any meat until you... Well, we'd better get these crystals back. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, sit well, Clive. You held up your end of the bargain, so I must do... To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the... And those left behind have been encouraged.
Thank you. And please allow me... you still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust. I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies. And my name is not Greybeard.
No.
Of all the...
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Cid.
Omia Lostelan. Tu Isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Cid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. You and I... What? Alas. Still... Ours is a blessed corner of the At least they did. So... How very fitting. Of course, there's simply no other way. Best of luck.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps forged.
I wouldn't put it.
Oh, sorry. I'm Saver, soon to be former apprentice. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briars. He wants me to make a carving knife. One, I don't suppose.
I'm afraid.
Never mind.
I could give you a... I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been. So...
Good question. And then there's this little riddled...
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be... We need information.
You're right. No. There's plenty of folk. There's the butcher. They're bound to have an opinion or... All right. I'll talk to every cook I can...
All right.
Let's hope this...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
What I'm hearing?
Carpets have... Yes, they're quite sought after. Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know...
You're black...
Something.
Fair enough. First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat. Give me a blade which can slice through anything.
So a knife that...
Weights and pods! Holes and basins! Everything I've worked for. All the...
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought,
Perhaps
That depends on...
I'd have you save my business. I've no doubt, but I can't. I'm bound to...
All right.
Wonderful. Leave them up. These baths, my livelihood.
Hanging lantern! Ah, they've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Yeah, but what would be the...
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. You're nice.
Thank you. All
business, eh?
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics! Fresh from
So, you learn anything?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay...
All the cook said, too heavy and...
So we're no better off than... Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything. That can't be right. I've bandaged... No.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to... Trouble is, it's meaning someone is...
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentice is no better. A merchant. A favourite of... I bet she'd know...
Any luck?
What I are? If you're looking to make a knife that will they're just not that vital. Featherlight adamantite knives will get, but adamantite ore is...
And it...
Unique. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil?
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work, but he would have known that it would either be too...
If it's cheap metal you're using. Folk first settled Dalamil to get hand. If you know the trick...
Bloody hell, I don't suppose you...
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around and...
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate...
Limestone. Fine. Besides, I want...
You'll have no trouble finding...
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at...
Right you are. So, do you crush it up, or just...
Get him! Over here! Over here! This one! This one! Get him! This one! Get him! Over here! Go for it! Go for it!
This one. Sickle. Faster!
No need to ride from here.
Needed to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Begging for more.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Oh, ship, don't just look at the detail.
Anything I can interest you in? An excellent choice. Here you are. My thanks. Here you are. Go with Gilbert.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Luke?
A question that I neglect. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Then allow me to share a Drake's Fang is current Almeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, but no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its...
Not by choice.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has... I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead. If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people...
I don't plan on dying.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
What the hell are those things?
By the flames. That explains the heat. You're finished. Go for it. This one. Second. Get him. Go for it. Over here. Get him. This one. Second. Nice try. Attack! Sick! Attack! Go! Over here! Get him! Go! This one! Frying pan. Attack! Slow. Over here! Attack! This one! Over here! This one! Go for it! Bravo! Ah! Ah! Get him! Stay down! Attack! This one! Sticker! Over here! Go for it! Sticker! Go for it! You're finished! Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling. Let's go. I can walk from here.
We should get going soon.
Wait, incense! Wax candle! There he is! The man who... I was hoping the bath...
I'm glad to hear.
Now, tell me this.
Not what I expected.
You tell her fine. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. But I burdened you with my what... Right. It's high time I got...
The most fragrant herbs and
My
spices.
carpets have pride of place.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need.
You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil.
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this... What do I... It's sharp, and it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but it looks like someone paid a visit to the limestone was a step in the right direction.
And I was so...
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick. Next question. How much do you think I would...
Well, if I would say you could...
And who would be... The butcher? The hunter? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lord. Rule number 1 in any...
Yes, Forge Master.
This is... just... I'd say you're worth keeping around a little. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your...
I will. What would you do?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds. For the hunter, I'd... For the cook, light as a... And for the nobleman...
There goes a mum.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without so much for the spirit of Dalimil had nothing, meaning...
You've passed your test. That's all that matters.
And when I do, I'll...
The finest fabrics!
Yes, they're quite
Slightly and
Fresh
dark.
bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Weights and pots!
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
We should get going soon.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalimil starved.
Be safe.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then. Go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
What have they stored? What has that gutter rat done to me? my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Did the Royalists bring them from Ash? Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. Give me trouble. This one. Get him! Get him! Taken over the entire mine. Get him! This one. Get him! Get him! Sick! Over here! This one. This. So much for the men of the Rock. Dhalmekia's finest. Won't be going any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out.
This one. This one. Over here.
Won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Get him! This one!
By the flames. Come on, Torgal. Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
With me, Thor.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too? What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
This way.
First orcs, twice nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima? You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal. That had better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You got away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Roswell!
Oh shit, he's priming.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
all mine.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clyde! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka. The man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
The death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
good news.